Your top half and your bottom half walk opposite each other, right? Opposite arms. That's because the top half of your spine, the bottom half of your spine work like a washcloth on all you need to know, okay, is that when you're suit on, the faster and bigger strides you take, the more it's gonna pull for you. So here we go, guys. This is we big walk here, big stride. There we go.
Big walk.
Let's run this way. There we go. All you super healthy treadmill people. Park it here into here. Into there. Yep, yep. Just disengage into here. Perfect. And now we're gonna walk without the pencil strap.
Oh yeah, this feels a lot different. It does affect how productive I can be on a daily basis, so it's nice to have another kind of tool in my toolbox in dealing with this condition. So I'm really excited that it's an innovative, non-surgical approach to scoliosis treatment. Really excited about it.
It's been a very emotionally challenging disease, because you truly have a deformity. A lot of people don't recognize it when they see it. Sometimes it's really takes them by shock, and sometimes even out in public, they'll call you out on it and be like, "Whoa, what's going on there? Like, what's wrong with your back? What happened?" And you know, it's hard in gym class growing up and going to prom, strapless dresses, things like that. It was really always very, very tough for me, and still is. I'm not gonna lie; those things are really. Even things you don't think about, like getting a haircut, you always try to hide it the best that you can, and the truth is there really is no way to do that. On a pain level, I have a pretty severe curve. I've probably been in pain more, I think you get acclimated to it, so really what is pain? Getting the suit for me is, there are just so many things about it, because number one, if it stops the progression, at the very, very least stops the progression, I feel like I have a chance of, I'm a single mom, I have 3 kids, you know, being able to keep up with them and not having to worry about things. You know, your spine is your whole nervous system. So, I mean, it's the whole control center of your body, I feel, is right here. So really just keeping that healthy and preventing that from getting worse. And with, hopefully, some luck, some improvement. So where I feel more confident about my appearance, more confident about wearing things maybe I wouldn't have before, going out and not being so reserved in some areas. There are some things like going to the beach, going on vacations where you're in more bathing suits, things like that, that I try to avoid. And you're really shutting the door on so many things. I mean, people don't understand what scoliosis really means. It's not just about being in pain all the time. I mean, there's a whole, you know, mental, emotional side as well as a physical side to it. So I think this suit, besides physically, I think what it can do for me, emotionally, I think it's going to just be a huge game changer. And I can't thank you enough. This has been such a fantastic opportunity.
I started noticing at work I was having trouble breathing. I couldn't pick up my daughter anymore. She didn't understand why mommy couldn't pick her up anymore, because my back would start hurting. And it was just becoming a constant struggle, constant pain. Didn't matter how many chiropractors I went to, how many different things I started going to. Couldn't get pain, couldn't get relief. I remember when I saw the video on Facebook about the phone call, I started crying. And my coworker looked at me, he was like, "Jackie, why are you even crying?" He saw the video, he knew how much pain I was in. He was like, "This is such a good thing. Like, why are you even crying?" He was like, "This is good." I'm not crying because I'm sad, I'm crying because I'm happy. Like, I finally get to get back to the normal life, like a normal life. I don't even know what a normal life is anymore. I can do my job. I can do normal things. That's what I want, a normal life.
Uncomfortable because of the curve, you can't wear clothes, you're self-conscious and all that. I never had any pain until 5 or 6 years ago. It's when it really started, and it kind of progressively has gotten worse over the years, to the point where before I retired 2 years ago, I could barely get through my job. I worked in a warehouse. I was on my feet all day long, and it just got to the point where I could hardly stand. It's like, how am I going to make it through this? And I could feel the collapsing on the top of my body, you know, and got to the point where sleeping at night was non-existent. So excited now that I've got my SAS just to get home and to use it. We live up in the mountains, the foothills of the mountains in Pickens now, and there's just so many places to go, things to hiking trails and waterfalls and all that we want to check out. And now that I've got this, I'm going to be able to do that.
To join the Crooked Life Foundation on this mission of hope, visit crookedlife.org. Thank you for watching.